play so well. It's disappointing to not be able to contribute to the game like I want to.
How good does it feel though to be back and know you're going to get to play on the road this week?
I mean, it's good. I was prepared to play last week. It was just a thing that Coach Rose didn't feel confident in my ankle, and he just wants me to get to 100%. I'm just doing what I can to play and prepare for this week. I'm not gonna go out there and feel like I need to be Superman and make all the plays. I'm just gonna go play like I'm supposed to do in this system.
Arizona State just beat Oregon, who was ranked, and New Mexico State played at Arizona State within 6. I know it can be hard to compare scores, but what these guys they look like a pretty good team. They just beat UTEP by about 30 points.
I mean, they're a talented group. They got a veteran, wide receiver unit. They got a veteran quarterback. They got veteran linemen. They got guys who are out there, fifth-year players who can go out there and give everything they have. This is going to be like a Super Bowl game for them. So, they're going to come out and compete, and we're just going to have to come out and compete just like any other game. We can't take them lightly. We can't, over-prepare for them. Just, play our role and do what we're supposed to do.
They got a running back, Larry Rose, is like 10 yards short of 4,000. That's a lot of yards. What do you think about him?
I mean, he's really talented. I mean, he's capable to play, at any league, any conference in his country. I mean, he's a real talented guy. We just preparing for him, just like we got a lot of talent in our backfield that can give us great looks who are over there on our scout team, giving us tremendous looks at what we could possibly see on Saturday.
He forces a lot of missed tackles. How much of an emphasis has that been this week?
I mean, it's always been an emphasis. I mean, we missed 2 tackles last week, as a whole, and we just look for we focus on tackling. Coach Rose has always emphasized on tackling. That's to be a great defense, you have to be a great tackler in defense, and that's kind of what we focused on, not just with him, but with everybody. Everybody has to focus on tackling.
I know you didn't play hardly last week, but the defense, Paul said actually didn't have many busts or missed assignments, but when you guys did, the Aggies really made you pay. They got some big plays that hadn't happened the first couple games. Kind of what's the mindset about limiting the big plays?
I mean, you can see it. I mean, we've been focusing on it since the start, and I think our first 2 games we had 0 big plays combined, and to come and have these big plays, but they were just little busts. I mean, those busts hit us big. 200. I think Coach Rose said 230, 240. Yards in those 4 plays alone, those big plays, and that's a big factor in it. And you can see that really factors in winning and losing.
Yeah.
So I mean, we kind of concentrate on that.
As a captain,
been a big emphasis this week, I guess.
Not necessarily. We just focus on tackling, and we have those 3 keys, and those we focus on those, and that'll help us win the game.
As a captain,
what were you dealing with again? The injury?
Oh, just ankle injury. Yeah.
And you're back on it?
Yeah, I'm good. It wasn't nothing too serious. Coach Rose just wanted to make sure, he didn't feel like I can go out there and perform to the best of my ability. I mean, it was frustrating to go out there and not be able to play, but, to see my guys go out there and compete like they did meant a whole lot to me.
As the senior captain, how have you seen Cameron respond from that penalty at the end of the game?
I mean, he's a talented guy, man. I mean, he's going to go out there and give everything he has regardless of what that play call was. I mean, we all know what it was, and we've talked to Coach Rose, and he told us his opinion on it. And I'm pretty sure he told y'all his opinion on it.
He really did. We got the idea, but
I mean, you can get the idea,
you don't want to get fined or whatever.
But at the same time, we know Cam's gonna go out there and give everything he has. I mean, that's a talented guy. I mean, one of the most talented freshman corners I've seen come in and play right away. I mean, and he's taking everything by the reins and just trying to compete to the best of his ability. I mean, you can see they went at him almost every play, every drive, and he's competing. I mean, he's gonna go do that, and he's gonna have to do that for us. I mean, he's gonna be a great player.
I mean, even on that 50-yarder, he was in position, wasn't he, on that?
I mean, he was right there. I mean, he came to us and told us that he couldn't see the ball. I mean, that's one of the hardest buildings to see anything in, with all that lighting. And I think that, his first time playing there, he's going to get accustomed to playing, over the next couple of years in those kind of arenas. And, I feel like he's going to come out to be one of the best corners in his league one day.
How hard was it for you to have to sit on the sideline and just watch that game?
I mean, it was tough. I did the same thing last year. It was just I wanted to go out there and compete, and I knew I wasn't ready. I mean, Coach Rose knew I wasn't ready, and we did everything we could to try to prepare me for it, but I just wanted 100% to play. So, I'm focusing on this week and trying to get ready to prepare to play this week now.
You went against Johnny Ransom in practice. You have spring. He seems like he's really playing well for you guys. What's your take on John?
I remember I told y'all, what was it, fall camp? I don't know if it's after fall camp, but during fall camp, I said Jonathan Nance is going to be a great receiver here because, I mean, I didn't want to say that, but he was a more conditioned Jared Cornelius. I think I said that. But, like, he's a competitor. I mean, you can see it every play. I mean, he wants the ball. We want him to have the ball. I mean, he's done great things for us in, through 3-4 games, and he's just giving everything he has. I feel like he's going to be one of the top receivers. I mean, he's in the top right now in passer rating. So, I mean, he's up there.
In what ways does he remind you of Jared?
I mean, just his ability to run routes and, know what's going on, in the back end and know where he can fit, to release. He's just quick. He's a great receiver.
Is that impressive for a guy that just came in the spring from a junior college?
I mean, he's at a JUCO, so, he's had some college experience and he's just going to come out and compete. I mean, we knew coming in that, those JUCO guys were going to be able to compete with us right away during the summer. And, to see him emerge with how he is now, it's big. And it's a big part of our offense, and we love it.
He was a corner at Southern Miss, and then he wanted to be a receiver. And I think they said they told him that we'll move you to receiver. He didn't buy it, but you think he'd be a pretty good DB?
I mean, he's athletic. I feel like Jonathan could go out there and do almost anything. I mean, he's quick. I mean, he can play.